Okay, here's the riding video. I'm going to try to saddling and try to do this all in one take since I don't know how to combine the videos into one movie. This is Jag. It's named so because Jaguar breed. As you can see, I definitely didn't fix up for it. Not a lot to say, really. I've actually rode him before, but he's not really fast enough for an arena horse to catch him fast enough. Plus, he kind of developed the habit of wanting to buck when you turn the steer off, which probably pulling too big a cattle, hurting his back. We will see how this works. I've left some gates open before I don't have to get off. Open and shut gates, which might be beyond my capability while riding a horse without dropping the camera. Okay, I'm going to try to get up there and pick up the camera. Let me ride him around. I'll leave him around just a minute. You got to get up off the camera. I have no idea if all that's on camera. Okay, here goes nothing. Yeah, don't seem too bad. You know, this video may be kind of boring, just riding along, seeing stuff. I'm gonna zoom it out all the way. Going down the lane here. Here actually is a little pasture where the horse is going to be, and this is where little pasture I'm going to put the grandma cow in until you make your decision, or until she gets down. There's another cow way down there. I don't see her. There she is, right down there. Let me see if I can zoom this up. There she is. Them across the fence are some cows that haven't calved yet. That's what I did today. I'm generally off on Thursdays, and I got separated the cows. Whoa, that's going to be good. Better zoom this back out. So I've got them all set for summer for the time being. There's 6 more to calve in that next field. This here is an alfalfa field we have. It's also prime poo hunting territory. All that along the trees along the side of it. He used to hunt there a lot. I'm gonna go over. Here's the lane up to the middle of the field. Middle of the place, I guess I should say. Over here's another to my right. It's a big either pasture or hayfield, whatever we want to do with it. I'm not going to move this around too much because every time I move it, it's probably so shaky you won't know what the hell's going on. Right here is who has caught many rats and rabbits right through there. Georgie would love it here. At night there's probably, especially in the springtime, when the babies are out, there's probably 20 or 30 rabbits up through here. You can see if you look at night here. Okay, here we're coming to the end of the lane. I have this gate shut right now, and we will end our journey here in a few minutes. So I'm going to go on across the creek where I've turned the cattle in here this morning. There's one. Be a turkey fly up here and get my ass dumped if I'm not careful here. Okay. They'll stay in here a couple weeks. I'll move them to fresh pasture. I'm gonna go over here and try to zoom that and see if you can see down at the very end of the field there. Yeah, you can see it. That is a deer stand that we hunt in this field in the winter. Back out. I found zooming this up makes it incredibly shaky. Let me see if I can find some babies. I'm going to go up and see if I can get that buzzard. Yeah, there's one of your turkey vultures right there. Kind of a lazy spring day. There's 24 calves in here. And a few open cows, which means they don't have a baby, and I think 7 heifers. There's a heifer right there for hopefully she will be a mother next year. There's 7 of those. I wanted to see if I could find the grandma cow's calf from last year. Here she is. That old cow in the other video, that's her calf from last year. Reason I didn't sell it? 2 reasons. She wasn't really big enough to sell. She was the last cow I had to calve last year. Plus, sort of nostalgic, I guess. I was pretty sure that would be her last calf, and I wanted to see if she'd turn out. Probably won't be a good cow, but We will see. If she grows up, we might keep the line alive. Here, one more thing I forgot. We will go back down here. Might be interested in it. That right there is a mineral feeder. Sure you're familiar with, cow gets in front of it, with the cow mag. Well, that's the bovine equivalent. Mineral can be a big issue, especially on lactating cows. If they run out, they can get down or even die. I can't go any faster than a walk, or it will get unviewable. Here's a gate I left open, so I didn't want to have to try to get off. I'm going to shut this, but I'll probably wait till I finish the video and go back here and shut it, because here's something that, you see that piece of old equipment there? My granddad hooked that there about 40 years ago, and it's not been moved since. It's kind of broken, but okay. There's the pine trees from a little bit different view than you've seen before. It's going to get rough. I got to cross the ditch right here where there's just no way I can hold it still there. This is where they've been for the last 2 months in here. You can see how it's eaten down. One more thing I want to show you here. To kind of give you an idea, I guess we're probably about a half mile from where I saddled up the horse up there. It's about a half mile back to the house here. Know if I can see this on this other hill over here. There's another 2 buzzards actually up there now. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna stop and zoom it in here. I'm sure you can't see it unless I zoom it in. That is a blind I've set up the turkey hunt with right there. That's up on the other hill. I've got them shut out of there, and I didn't open the gate. That's letting it grow up for a while. Let me zoom back out here. It's not too bad unless you zoom it shaky wise. A lot of our pine trees have died. There's about 8 or 10 big ones here left. And there used to be 30 or 40. I'm considering just fencing this off. There's a buzzard on the ground up there. They eat a cow afterwards. Let me see if I can. Yeah, there's 2 of them. I'm going to see if I can zoom up and get them. There's a buzzard, and there's another. There's a cow calf there a couple days ago. I'm sure they're eating an afterbirth. But anyhow, I thought about trying to. The cattle eat the little young pine trees off as soon as they grow up, so they'll never start. Again, I'm thinking about fencing this off and just leaving it kind of to grow up, so some young ones can start. One more thing, I want to show you our pond, which probably will not be real impressive to you. As there he goes. I'm going to see if this other one takes off here. That thing is not very wild, is it? Good stuff there to eat rotten afterbirth. That up there is an old schoolhouse that somebody's bought and kind of redone, moved. That's a one-room schoolhouse. Actually, my mother went to school in that school. It's on the back side of the place here. We're going into a little patch of woods. I just wanted to show you. I'm not going to go on because just woods here. It's kind of hard to film. Hard to hold still where I have to duck my head all the time. But here is a pond, which it's about a ½ acre, and that's, I've got it fenced off. I'll show you how the cattle drink. I got a water in the bank where the cattle don't get in and run in. There's some fish in it. It got so low a couple years ago in drought, a lot of them died, but there are some fish in it. I'm sure it'd be full of alligators if it was where you were from, but thank God we don't have them here. This is a water where it keeps the cattle out of the water and keeps the water nice and sure and clean. That right there is where they drink, and Actually, I've got it. That's where all the water is below here, because it's still running over for winter. I do it. It keeps it. I set it to run over in the winter where it don't freeze. Up here, I should have opened this gate. I guess we could have rode through it, but is another pasture. Our place goes on about a quarter of a mile that way through this gate. It's about half woods and half open. To where that's where the calf earlier this year got through the fence and run up there and I guess died. There was something wrong with it. Anyhow, probably move the cattle in there in about 2 or 3 weeks. And I'm going to ride on down the fence here and we'll end up at that gate at the end of the lane. I want to keep it under 15 minutes. And I'm sure you do too. It's really not been too interesting, I guess. He knows he's headed back home and he wants to go. Here, a couple years ago, actually more than that, 5 years ago, we had a storm, tornado, and blew that tree down. That tree's still standing there. They're all dead. The remnants of it. Here's a feeder, what we call a creek feeder up here, that the cows or the calves can get in there, but the cows can't. And I usually put feed in that about 2 or 3 weeks before we wean them to get the calves used to eating. Right there. That probably put feed in there about the 1st of August. there's some posts right there I've set. New, I haven't even set them. They're just drilled, excuse me. But the fence behind it's getting in bad shape. And so I can still doing this job. I'm just moving the new fence out about 3 foot and build it. And after I get the new one built, I will tear the old one down. Those yellow things on our insulators, I put an electric wire up through there to keep the cattle from reaching through it. Since you'll see, I don't know if you can tell how much they pushed it over trying to get to that grass or not. Here, actually, there is the barn and house over there, way over there. I'll zoom it up. That is probably close to a half mile, 600 yards, probably not quite a half mile. And I'm going to keep it running until we get down to that gate. Then I'm going to shut the camera off and go over there and shut that gate. There's some more posts coming up that I've drilled the holes, but have not got them set yet. I think I'm going to get lazy and just go get some concrete pour around them to where you don't have to tamp them as much. They're supposed to last 30 to 40 years, those posts. Well, I'm 57, so if they last 30 years, it should be long enough for me. I've got to straighten them up, and I'll pour concrete around in there, and there's some more down here at the end. That's a project I'll probably try to get done between now and next fall. We will see if this is even watchable. I'll view it. I would say this will take 2 hours to upload to YouTube if it's any like the other was. I'd say I'm pushing my 15 minutes here. I don't know what it'll do. I don't know if it'll tell me how long it is or not. But I'm going to show you the gate here. There's the two last posts here I've got to set. I'm going to shut the camera off and go right back over and shut that gate because I don't want the cattle getting out through it. There's that gate that we're on the other side of. There's the electric fence set up. I don't know, you might be able to hear it clicking. I don't know. Well, that's it.